Hello everyone, ShinigamiNG here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MISC or Musashi Industrial and Starflight Concerns Freelancer. This is the base variant here, and as you can see, my little tiny character is jumping around in the very center of the screen at the moment. He's not actually a little tiny, but this ship is fairly large. The Freelancer usually runs $120. Oh, I am incorrect. It is $110, or you can buy it in a package for $125. Again, you do not ever have to purchase any other ships to play Star Citizen other than the base packages at $45 with either the Mustang Alpha or the Aurora ES included. But any ships purchased above that, any pledges above that, go towards the development of the game. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Freelancer, the base model, which is currently flight ready and in game. And as you can see here, it is a pretty cool looking ship. I actually really enjoy the look of the Freelancer. It's gone through a couple of iterations from what I can remember from whenever it first started, and I think it looks so much nicer now than it did. So let's go ahead and switch back into first person view here. There we go, and let's take a look at the Freelancer. So before we get too far here, the description for the Freelancer on the website: Freelancers are used as long-haul merchant ships by major corporations, but they are just as frequently repurposed as dedicated exploration vessels by independent captains who want to operate on the fringes of the galaxy. So the Freelancer is, one, a good cargo ship, but two, can definitely be used for exploration, and I actually really enjoy the Freelancer. Oh, so there's a graphical glitch here. So since I'm standing outside the ship, the inside textures, some of them are not loading. As soon as I step inside though, the ship or the textures load. So let's go ahead and turn on my flashlight so we can see a little bit as we get in here. But there is a large cargo ramp into the back of the ship with a very large, and Port Olisar has mostly disappeared looking out this back window here. But there's a very large cargo bay back here. There is a variant of the Freelancer, the Max variant, that from my understanding, this cargo section is extra wide and can actually hold significantly more cargo. The base version can hold 66 SCUs of cargo. There is a turret in the back of the ship on top that can be accessed from the cargo hold, and I think you can, yes, so the cargo, the white dotted lines are where cargo is placed, but you can stand here and enter the turret even when this is full of cargo. So there's lots of cool decoration back here. There's lots of panels here that once we have components in place and repair systems in place, we will be able to open up these doors and repair components. Right now you cannot open any of these panels, but that type of gameplay seems really cool to me once we'll be able to fix some of these things. And there are panels on this side as well. Quite a few replaceable pieces in here from what I can see back in this back cargo area. Let's go ahead and close this up so we don't have some random person coming in here. This graphical glitch that's going on here isn't just stuck to the Freelancer. There are other ships that I've had this issue with as well. But yeah, so this is a pretty big cargo bay back here. Now, this door opens up into another little hallway section. I think this is a... Yes, okay, so that's an EVA door. I forgot about that door actually being up there, so that's really cool. But there is also more cargo in those dotted line areas on both sides, so you could have a little skinny hallway with cargo on both sides right here, which I think is pretty cool. Plus, again, the EVA access on the roof of the ship. Now here in the midsection, there's an airlock on the left. I think that this is a station that players will be able to use at some point. Currently, it doesn't do anything. This door opens, and is this a shower? I think it is. I can't get in though. I can only open it and look into it, but I think that that's a shower. Is there one on this side too, or are these... Oh, hey, look. Yeah, there's like cups and towels. Maybe, is that a microwave possibly? Interesting, okay. I didn't actually even know any of this stuff was here, so That's kind of cool, because this is like this is the living quarters area of the ship. It's very compact. There are 4 beds, so you can have a crew of 4 in this ship fairly comfortably, all things considered. We'll go out the airlock here in a little while. On the side, that's another access point for the ship. And then here we have the cockpit with what looks like an arrow flying in the distance over there. But this is the cockpit. There are 4 seats. The pilot is up here on the left. Co-pilot is here on the right. Let's see, what are these stations? These are just seats at the moment. I'm assuming that they will have other options that, you know, they'll be able to be like engineering, controlling the shields and other things on the ships in the future. But let's go ahead and sit down in the pilot seat. Actually, I want to turn off my flashlight first. So let's get out of the seat here real quick. Turn off my flashlight and let's get back in, because we're going to actually power up the ship now, which I honestly probably should have done ahead of time so that I wasn't walking around blaring my flashlight everywhere instead. So let's go ahead and power the ship on. There we go. There we go. Things are powering up. That took a few seconds there to power up. So one thing I like about the MISC or MISC or Musashi Industrial and Starfleet Concern ships is the cockpit view. Like there's quite a few, like these are like floating MFDs, like holograms, as opposed to a lot of ships that actually have screens like stuck in front of you. But these are all see-through and, in my opinion, really nice. And you can change them. You can be like, you know what, I'm going to get on comms and call Port Olisar. You can change it back to, whoops. Or you can be like me and accidentally turn the power off to your ship because I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Menu, let's see, what was this on? I think power before? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, this ship has a pretty nice view horizontally. It kind of has a terrible vertical view. And it also has a real screen over here and a real screen over here, which is also nice. Lots of options here. Options on this side. Like, honestly, this is pretty nice, but the view reminds me a lot of like a semi-truck in a way, because it's got a good horizontal view. I feel like you're in like a bus or a semi. Vertical, not so much. Like I kind of feel like you're looking out of a slit and not out of like a big window. But there is a window up above, so you can see above you, but it's kind of hard sometimes to see below you. But at least with the third-person camera, you can look outside. But as you can see here, there's me in there. Little tiny me in the cockpit right there. There are 4 guns on the sides. Well, I mean, I guess there's 2 guns, but each gun has there's 2 turrets, each one with 2 guns, so there are technically 4 guns. These by default are, let me take a look at this real quick. I'm trying to remember what they are. By default, they are M4A laser cannons, or they can also be ballistic cannons. They could be GATS, G-A-T-S, ballistic cannons, because there's options. You can actually change out almost all the weapons on your ship. And it's possible that the turret has one type and the front pilot controlled weapons are a separate type, possibly. I'm not positive on that. It would kind of make sense. Ooh, what ship is that? I think that's one of the Banu ships or the Eopoa, or however it's pronounced, ships. But yeah, so that's the interior, and let's go ahead and get out of the seat here. So now the power's on. See how much better the lighting is back here? This is so much nicer. So much nicer. Even back here in the cargo area, it's just so much easier to see. I totally should have done that from the beginning. I apologize. Next time I do a ship tour, I'm going to go through first and power on the ship so it's easier for everyone to see. Because that's just a better way to do it. So let's go ahead and exit out the side airlock here so we can see the other entrance to the ship, or also exit to the ship. So it is nice that there's several ways to get in, depending on how you've parked your ship. And it's nice that that kind of seals back up like that. But yeah, so you can open this from the outside as well to get back in. You can drop in through the EVA hatch in the roof, assuming you are EVAing out somewhere. Or you can go in the cargo ramp in the back, depending on how you want to enter or exit your ship. Again, this is the MISC Freelancer. Fantastic ship. I love this ship. Really cool. And I will see you guys in the verse. Shinigami out.